What should that teach us? Pray for our kids. Pray for our grandkids. Pray for everybody who God has his hand on. And God has his hand on them because he had his hand on you. He begins to talk to God. Art thou not God in the heaven, and rulest not thou over all the kingdoms of the heathens? And in thine hand is their power and might, so that none can withstand thee. Here's what Jesus said: thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's your power that makes it happen. And if you're God who sits high and looks low, then you have the power over the heathen who is rising up against me. I have a relationship with Elohim, and Elohim is the creator and the sustainer and the savior of those who are close to him. I searched out the word power, and power, it was a funny sort of definition from the etymology of the word. It really dealt with, in literal, it dealt with strange. Power dealt with unusual. And then when I looked at might, it dealt with a champion warrior. So not only is he a warrior in conventional terms, he uses unusual ways of bringing his power into play. Can you imagine having a champion who is unusual in his ways? Which means the devil can't figure out how God can send men with lamps and the fire and shout and holler. The devil can't figure out how he can send his people to march around the wall one day, and then march around the second day, and march around 7 days, and on the seventh day march around 7 times, and then holler, and then the wall comes down. That's not usual warfare. I feel something happening. Give somebody a high five and say, God is getting ready to give you an unusual miracle. I feel it here. It's not unusual. But God does it every day. I feel a preach coming on. This might. Art thou not God, who didst drive out the inhabitants of this land before thy people Israel, and gavest it to the seed of Abraham thy friend forever? Unusual power that the enemy can't put his hand on. Can I preach like I feel it? It doesn't make sense for them to send a spy, because a spy can't figure it out. How is he going to defeat us with a group of people praising him?